Hey, it's William Christopher Ford, and welcome back to 52 Masters. We are in part 2 of Benny the Jet Urquidez. This episode, we're going to be doing some bag work, some pad work, and then we sit down for an in-depth interview, and Benny gets to talk about some of his previous fights, his philosophy of martial arts. It's all really, really cool stuff. So, that being said, let's get back to training. I am 51 years old. I've been a practitioner of Okinawan Shorin-ryu karate since I was 7. There were some who would call me a master. I assure you, I am not. I believe that the true expert is someone who still has a student's heart and a beginner's mind. This year, to celebrate turning 52, I'm setting out to learn from 52 other disciplines, each from its own master. Some things I've tried before, others I'm a first-day beginner like anyone else. 52 weeks, 52 new skills. I'm William Christopher Ford, and this is 52 Masters.
Because my approach is different to the art of war. Hey, I'm talking about mental warfare, physical warfare, spiritual warfare, character warfare. All have energy attacks. Okay? And that's what I'm here for. And they say, well, how do you get rank? Hey, and they're saying, well, how long? How much time? I said, how bad you want it? What are you willing to do? There is no time in Yukido-kan. Because Yukido-kan means a way of life. There is no time. It is what it is. How bad you want it? What are you willing to put into it?
Yes, sir.
Hey? So that's what you're getting into. Hey, today is about what are you feeling, what you're doing. It's not like, okay, I'm taught this way. I said, don't compare. Okay? Don't compare what you've been doing and what you're going to do. All it is I'm adding to what you already know. So you can get out of your head saying, well, I've been taught to do this. I said, no excuse needed. Okay? You've been taught that? That's great. Let me add a different approach of what you've been taught. So you don't have to get in your head, well, I've been taught like this, so that's why. I said, why are you making an excuse? Because it's not happening for you. No excuse needed. This is about teaching your body what you want. If it doesn't understand it, you're teaching it a new way.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's what Yukido-kan's about. Hey, pick a bag. Hey, pick a bag. Okay, so the first round, hey, we're doing a jab bag. That means with your left hand only. You step in, jab, left hook, left uppercut, left hook, boom, and only your left hand. So you're sword fighting. I can step in, I can step back with it. No matter what you do, your right hand touches your jaw because your right hand is the one that's protecting. Your left hand is the one that's striking. Hey, and don't stay in one place. Move your body. Move your body from left. If you go to the right, your right leg moves. If you go to your left leg moves. Hey, don't cross your legs. Hey, it's the worst thing you can do. It's a bad habit. You move to the right leg moves. Move to the left leg moves. Move back leg. Move forward, front leg. But don't cross your legs.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Hey, work bell, let's go. Concentrate on what you're doing.
You got this thing, right?
Concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, shattering jab means your whole body hits it and let it shatter. Shatter, shatter. Hey, let's go like a shotgun. Boom, boom, shatter. That's it. That's it. Shattering impact. Let's go, shattering impact. Work it. 30 seconds. Let's go, 30 seconds. Sword fight with that left hand. Sticky move, sticky move. Work that left hand, in and out, work that left hand. That's it, come on. That's it, too. Check loose. Somebody come with me, okay? There you go, hit gloves. Okay, next bell. I want rhythm bell, okay? I want a rhythm bag. Ba 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 bing. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you use power. Ba 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 bing. Ba 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 pop. Ba 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 pat. Ba 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 pop pop pop. Ba 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 ba. I want the first rhythmist. Ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Rhythm bag. All right, work that jab. Look at me. Work the jab. 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 Take your eyes off. Jab. Jab. Jab right cross. Jab right cross. Jab right cross hip toe. Jab right cross hip toe. The angle. You're hitting me with the left hook. My elbow's here. I'm here, 45-degree angle. Jab right cross hip toe. Hey, so yeah, jab right cross hip toe, right cross. Hey, work that jab. Hey, just work the jab. Jab. Bob left, don't you bob. Bob right. Bob left. Bob right. Bob left, left hook to my body. Hey, bob right. Overhand right. Hey, ready? Big forward jab. Big forward jab. Big forward jab. Lean back right cross. Ready? Big down jab my body. That's it. Big down jab my body. Big down jab my body. Overhand right. Hey, overhand right means right over my shoulder. Big down jab. Stop. Hit my body. Stop. Now from right there, I want you to go right over straight. Right over my arm. That's it. Ready? Big down jab my body. Overhand right. Okay, that's it. Hit the glove. Yes, sir. Work the jab. Yes, sir. Jab. Jab. Shovel back left hook. Shovel back left hook. Hey, ready? Right uppercut left hook. Right uppercut left hook. Hey, make me shorter. Look at the angles. Hey, again, go. Come back with the right cross. Uppercut, uppercut, left hook, right cross. Again. Uppercut, left hook, right cross. Come back with the left hook. Uppercut, left hook, right cross, left hook. Again. Ready? Go. Hey, weave. 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 Left hook to my body, right cross to my body. That's it. Right cross to my body, left hook to my head. Hey, come back with a right cross. Hey, work that jab. Jab. Parry. With your right hand, parry. Parry. Parry jab. Parry jab. And hold. Switch. Somebody else. Good job. Switch bags. Hey, switch bags. Okay, this next round is a dance bag. Okay, you're punching and kicking, dancing. Got boom, boom, you're moving around. Hit, knee, whatever you do, it's a dance bag. Means you're constantly moving while you're striking. Do not stop and strike, move and strike. Hey, dance bag, let's work it. Go! Work bag, let's go. Work the jab. Work the jab. Work the jab. Jab right cross. Jab right cross. So, you can see the internal is about getting out of your way. That means getting you out of your comfort zone. To get out of your comfort zone means get out of your way. That's what this is about. Learning to get out of your way. That's a way of life. And most people get in their way. Okay, it stops them from doing what they want to do. Okay, so that's what this is about. Internal. All right, let's go. Somebody else come to me. Hey, find a different bag. I'm here to open your eyes. Warriors of the light means I can see what's in front of me. Okay? Warriors in the dark means whatever comes, I'm just swinging.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
But warriors of the light means I can see what kind of energy is in front of me, what's attacking me, and therefore I know how to defend that. But if you don't know how to defend it, it's like I see it, but what do I do with it? So I'm not about an idea. I'm about a solution. The solution is give me a solution. Don't tell me ideas. I got plenty of ideas, but there's nothing for me.
Right.
Give me the solution. So in class, people looking for a solution. That's life, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The journey in life is like a roller coaster ride of emotions.
Right.
We're looking for the answer. We're looking for solutions. Okay? And most of all, what we call cocoons is learning how to heal ourselves, learning how to heal the things we came in this world with, okay? To transform it into the light, whether it be anger, fear, whatever, frustrations, whatever they may be. You're here to heal them, okay? Before you move on to your next journey.
Right.
So that's the power. Okay? The power is like a roller coaster ride. And it's how you heal them, not deal with them. So, in class, this is what I teach, which you get a taste of. Jack, body block, body block, body block, body block. We pick that big up. Boys. All right, we're running. Let's go. As you're running, take your gloves off. As you're running, take your gloves off. Okay, take your gloves off as you're running. There, one line. Line them up, let's go. Feet shoulder wide, hips kicked out, hips tucked in, back straight. Take a deep breath, move down to your right or your left. More. Stop. Here we go. Hands should be in front of your thighs. And never lock your hands up. Okay? Don't lock your hands up, keep your weight center. Your hands in front of your thighs, so that way you can move either way. Stay center. Hey, fighting stance. Too slow. Back up again. Take your fighting stance. Ready? Give me the rhythm. Bob left. Bob right. And weave. Bang forward. Bang back. Bang down. And parry. Body block left. Body block right. Leg check left. Leg check right. Redirect left. Redirect right. Jab. Right cross. Left hook. Right uppercut, left uppercut, back elbow, front elbow, back knee, switch knee. Ready? Ball kick, front ball kick, round kick, front round kick, side kick, front side kick. Spinning back at A spin, look over your right shoulder, rub your knees together, kick, snap back, step left, pivot back right. Front spinning back kick, front crossover, A spin, look over your left shoulder, kick, snap back, step out with your right. Nice, step to your position. Feet together, cue ski. Mouthpiece out, put it to the side. And give me your wraps. Just give me the end of your wraps. Okay, you hang on to the other side. Just give me the end of your wrap.
We're connected.
Oops, sorry.
We are connected.
Okay, give me the other end of your wrap. Just give me the end of it. You can move back. I see you must have tied that up. Okay. What does this mean?
Connection.
Connection.
That says the connection between your energy and mine. Hey, you're the spokes, I'm the hub, we're the will that makes it move.
Oof.
Hey, we move this together as one.
Oof, that's right.
All right? So, 5 rules is just putting your mind and body. Listen, create. You
Quick
say,
report.
hey, listen, create.
Quick report.
Reflect.
Listen, create.
Quick report.
Reflect.
Okay, balance.
Trust on your weight.
Center you.
Hey, posture creates.
Condition to focus.
Coordination means.
Make
your weapons what you want.
Self-confidence is.
Know you can do something you never tried it.
Never done.
5 rules of fighting. Rule number 1.
Never move back in a straight line.
Rule number 2.
Never
Never
set.
set.
Redirect.
Redirect.
Rule number 4.
Fight your opponent.
If he fights you.
Fights you.
Number 5.
Place your opponent where you want him.
It all starts with.
Strategy.
All starts with.
Strategy.
Whose time is it?
Our time. My time.
My time.
Yeah. So when you say my time, that means you're making it about you. This is about you. Make sure it's about you.
Oof.
Okay? Because again, if you came here for any other reason, it's for the wrong reason.
Oof.
You're here because you are looking for something about you. You're understanding something about you mentally, or you're remembering. Eh? So as Sensei Sarah will say, forget what you know, remember what you forgot. What you know is what you've been taught. What you forgot is what you came in with. Your brilliance of who you are. what you're about. That's what the journey is about. The journey is about finding the purpose and reason why you exist, why you're here. Where does your power come from? How do you connect to it? Hey? So the key to all that, okay, is, okay, if I know where my power comes from, how do I bring it forward? Okay? And that's your journey. Hey, do not give your power away. Hey, if you have to give it to somebody you love, loan it. Loan your power to somebody. If they abuse it, take it back. Hey, take it back. So that way, you're saying, I'll give you my love and my power only because I care. But the moment you abuse it, hey, and misuse it, I'll take it back. I no longer, hey, you no longer have power. The journey is to find the warrior of the light. Means I can see what's in front of me. That is a warrior of the light. That's who you are. You can see, okay, and what's in front of you. Us?
Us.
Have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very good. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Very good.
Well, it was pretty intense, but a lot of fun. The stretching was just amazing, and the workout itself, it was tough, but I wasn't about to let Sensei Benny see that I was going to show any weakness. So I had to hang tough. You know, when you hang out with the champions, you gotta show the champion's heart. So I can't wait to get to the interview part. Okay, so as you can see, I am still sweating from the workout. What an amazing training session. This is not fake Hollywood sweat. This is my real sweat. You saw it. Sensei worked us, but what a blast. Terrific workout. Thank you so much, Sensei.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Once again, with the great Sensei Benny the Jet Urquidez, we had a great training session, and now we're going to get a chance to talk to him a little bit. Your mother was a wrestler, your father was a boxer, and you started competing at the age of 5, correct?
That's right. It's, you know, in the family, there's 9 black girls in my family, there's 4 champions in my family. It's just something we did.
Yeah.
You know, since when kids had fire trucks, at 3 I had boxing gloves. So.
I hear you. And what led you into the formal training? I think your first instructor was Sensei Bill Rusaki, is that correct?
Exactly. Well, actually, I started right before him. I started actually judo, and he was, I just slipped my mind of his name, but he's the one that taught me judo in the 60s, and then I went up to 73, I started with Sensei Bill Rozaki, Kimpo Karate.
Okay.
And so I started with him and Kimpo, and then from there, I like the hard and soft styles, and because, you know, my brother went from, with Sensei Bill Rozaki to Kubota, he started doing Shotokan.
Okay.
And so my sisters, a couple of my brothers, they all started doing Shotokan. So we all followed my oldest brother, Arnold. But I like the soft styles. So I would go into soft styles. I would go into Taekwondo, White Crane Kung Fu, Lima Lama. I would do in all different styles. And my brother said, quit with all that la foo stuff. And because it's just something like there was my sister Lily, myself, and my other brother, younger brother. We were all more open to hard and soft styles, but most of my other families were into the hard styles of Japanese system.
Got it. So Sensei, when you were training under Sensei Ryosaki, is that when you started competing in the I like to, you know, I'm saying non-contact karate, but everybody knows that point karate back then was contact. It's just,
that's right.
You didn't have gloves. But were you competing at that time under Sensei Ryosaki?
Well, you know what? Actually, I started competing in '58, boxing, Pee Wee division.
Okay.
So I was already boxing at, in '58, and so all the way up until '60, I started doing judo, and then I was competing in judo. Because judo and boxing was the biggest thing back then, really.
Yeah.
Karate was so-so, and there was only probably back then there was three different styles. With Shotokan, was Kempo was the soft style, and then Taekwondo. It was like those are the ones that were popular back then.
Yeah.
So I was boxing and doing judo, and then when I started with Sensei Bill Rozaki, back then there was no such thing is, I mean, the tradition back then, there was a code of honor between warriors, but it was hard. It was hard. I mean, the technique, they didn't give you like, okay, you can't sweep, you can't grab, I mean, everything went back then on concrete and wooden floors. And so, I mean, we were slamming on wooden floors, but because of that, it taught me what I call glazing to carry water. The glazing of the impact taught me to carry water means to not let my emotions go. Now in 64, my mother always used to talk about, she was very internal, very spiritual. And my father, my mother American Indian, my father was from Spain, and very macho, boxing, So he was very external, my mother was very internal. So my mother always used to tell me about internal training, internal powered. I never understood my mother, but my mother always used to tell me, you would be the one. I said, I'll be the one what? She said, you're the one that's going to pay the way. And I said, well, why me? Why not my oldest brother Arnold? Why not them? My mother used to say, you would be the one. And so he says, you're special. And I said, all my brothers and sisters are special. She said, yes, they are. But there's something about you that will actually make a difference. I said, okay. Now, I never understood that. But in 64 at the internationals, Bruce Lee was doing a demonstration.
Right.
And he had this guy, 250 pounds, with a metal plate on his chest in a cover position. And Bruce Lee had his fingers on the metal plate. So I went close to the ring and crossed my legs, and I'm watching, and I'm listening to him about how he generates this internal power, and how he would talk is demonstrating the 4-finger strike. Now, at that time, I said, my mother was talking about internal, but for some reason, because he was physically doing what he was saying, it made more sense. I start to understand. And he went, whoa, and he went, boom, hit this guy. This guy went flying back, hit the chair, went over the chair. I jumped up, I said, I want to do that. So he was my inspiration.
Wow.
And I told my brother, oldest brother, can I spar with him?
Oh my God.
And my brother said, you don't have enough experience. So I started beating every tournament there was. I went to every tournament. I would take first place in grand champion. Because then I said, okay, now can I? He says, you don't have enough experience. So then they were having this was the Elvis Presley team. They were getting everybody from United States to represent Elvis Presley team to go to Europe. So I competed everybody that there was, and I was the youngest and the smallest. And I was just turning 18.
Wow.
And so I became on the Elvis Presley team, the youngest. So we went to Belgium, we went to England, we went to, and fighting. And after I came back, I beat everybody, because everybody was saying to me, who's going to fight Lemons? Now, Lemons is the #1 in Belgium. He is the powerfulest one. So they're all saying, who's going to fight him? And I said, I'll fight him. And they all looked at me, and they said, okay. In other words, they looked at me like, okay, you be the sacrifice lamb. You go in there, and if you lose, at least we'll have a chance with all the rest. I went out there, not that I destroyed him, but I beat Lemons, and he was powerful. But I went out there, I kicked him without even knowing about thigh kicks. I kicked him in the thigh, he went down. I went and rubbed his leg because I didn't want it to stop. And everybody was laughing, and he got back up, and I beat him. And so then we went on, we beat the team, and we went on to England, and so we came back. I told my brother, now can I spar? I beat everybody there was. Can I spar with him now? And my brother said, you still don't have enough experience. I said, okay. So I started boxing professionally. Hey, so I started winning, and I was Bobby Chico and Randy. I was bobbing. I just wanted to go out there and show that I wanted to spar with him. So I started, and I was just turning pro, and then full contact karate came in.
Right.
So that was in '73, and they were saying, my brother said, he said, you want to fight full contact? I said, what's that? And this was, and he said, well, this is karate to the knockout. And I said, and I won't get disqualified? He said, no, it's to the knockout. But I won't get disqualified? And so I couldn't get it in my head that it was to the knockout.
Right.
So I go to Hawaii, Blinky, my other brother, and then Smiley, my younger brother, and I, and my brother Ruben. We all went to Hawaii. So my brother so I knocked out 7 people on Friday. The first time I knocked him down and he couldn't get up, I was looking to see if they're going to disqualify me, and they lift my hand up. I said, "All right, I didn't get disqualified." So I stopped 7 other people, and then on Sunday, I was supposed to fight 4 more times. So Blinky, my younger brother, lost, but Blinky and I, there's 4 of us left. After we fought the second time, I ended up fighting Bernice White. I fought him. I beat him. He was a Marine champion. And strong, but I ended up beating him. And then Blinky fought Dana Goodson, which is 6'2", 245 pounds. And I told Blinky, he's the favorite. If you can't knock him out and stop him, you're not going to win. So hurt him for me. So Blinky went the distance, and so I ended up, because they didn't want me to fight my brother-in-law. They wanted to see David and Goliath fight.
Right.
So I ended up fighting Dana. I beat Dana. I stopped him in the 4th, and that was my first title. So I came home and I told my brother, now I can fight Bruce Lee. And then Bruce Lee passed away, and so I never had a chance to really spar with him. But he gave me my inspiration to actually prove myself that I was good enough to spar with him. And when he passed away, I said, okay. So I ended up teaching his daughter, Shannon Lee and so forth, and I got her ready for the movies and so forth. But so then my brother says, "You're the champion of the world," and I said, "How can I be the champion of the world? I haven't been outside United States fighting with this." He said, "You want to fight?" So my brother and Howard Hansen started the WKA, and so they brought in 2 Muay Thai fighters. He said, "You want to fight Muay Thai?" I said, "Yeah, I want to fight. I'll fight him." And he said,
You thought Muay Thai was the guy's name?
"Yeah, I did." I said, I'll fight him."
Okay.
Because who heard of Muay Thai? I said, "I never heard of Muay Thai."
Who is this guy?
Yeah. So actually, Ernest Hart fought the first one, and Ernest Hart and he was beating him, but he got stopped in the 3rd round.
Yeah, Ernest Hart.
So then I came out, and so I'm fighting, and so this guy is doing his prayer. Now I've never seen that before. So I'm moving to his, and so the Thai people think I'm making fun of him.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea what he was doing. I was just moving to his music and stuff like that. And so he came and simulated shooting an arrow at me, and I smiled and put thumbs up. And he was mad. And he was mad. The bell came. Boom! When the bell rang, he came after me. And I moved around. He thigh kicked me. My eyes bulged out of my forehead. I've had Charlie horse before, but I've never had anybody try to, break my legs. And that was a rude awakening.
Yeah.
And so I'm moving, and he's kicking me, and I don't know what to do. And I'm a high jumper, so I'm trying to jump over his legs because I don't know what to do. So the second round comes, and I told my brother, "What do I do?" My brother don't know. He's never seen that. So my brother says, "Kick him back." I said, "Oh yeah." I went there and I kicked him, and he leg checked me. Oh, that hurt it worse.
Yeah.
My shins, man, let me tell you, my eyes were pulsating.
Yeah.
And so I started moving around, and then I see in the corner they're spraying stuff on his legs. I had no idea what it was. It was like numbing spray, but I didn't know what it was. So 3rd round came, and I'm going up there, and I'm boxing him. I'm a good boxer. I'm kicking him, and I'm doing spinning kicks and all this, and he clinches me. And he's throwing me like a rag doll, kneeing me, elbowing. Now all the Americans are starting getting pissed off now because they think he's cheating because nobody's seen that before. So he's clinching me, throwing me around, elbowing me, kneeing me, this and that. And I'm blocking because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So I told my brother, what do I do? And I don't know what he's doing. He's got my neck. He says, "Don't let him grab you." I said, "Great." I said, "Okay." So he started to grab me again. I'm moving, slipping, boom, but he just ran. He took my shots, grabbed onto me, and I'm a good judo man, so I actually went between his legs. I picked him up, and I threw him on his head. And in my mind, I said, "I'm going to break this guy's neck." I threw him down, boom, he got back up. He came after me again, grabbed me again. And I'm blocking, I threw him again. So now all the Thai people think I'm cheating because they never seen that.
Right.
So I'm throwing this guy on his head left and right, and this guy's elbowing me. By the 9th round, now the Thais, they bet by who's going to win the round, not who's going to win the fight. Who's going to win the rounds. So by then, my brother, actually Chuck Norris and stuff, they were betting by the round, and Chuck Norris would, because they didn't know how to score that, and I'm kicking, punching, moving, so they're scoring me, and all he's doing is clinching me and knee me, so they're not giving him much points. So I was beating him left and right.
Yeah.
And then in the 9th round, it's like Chuck and they were saying, pay up, man, come up. And then a riot started.
Yeah, right.
It went up the ring, around, like a wave. It started fighting. The Thais and the Americans started fighting with each other. I stop. I jump on the ring because my mother, my sisters are there, and I see my brother escorting them out because everybody was fighting. Helicopters came and all this. Now this is the beginning of between Muay Thai and American. So that was the first time. So in Japan, they wanted to know who is this American.
Yeah.
Just fought this Thai, and so I got an invite to go to Japan, and I fought Suzuki. And so I'm wearing long pants, and they're saying, you have to wear shorts. I said, I'm a traditionalist, I wear long pants. And they said, you have to wear shorts. And I said, I'm not fighting. So they thought I was going to get knocked out anyway, so they said, okay, wear the pants. So I had my red pants on, I'm a traditionalist, so I went out there, and I ended up stopping Suzuki, I think in the 5th. And after that, I was the first American to take their title. I took the rank. So they had me come back to fight the one that just retired, Okao, undefeated, this and that, powerful.
Yeah.
So I didn't see him in the weigh-in. And I said, well, where's my opponent? I didn't see him in the weigh-in. But when he came in the ring, I told my brother, he is not 142. I said, look at those legs. I said, that's 142 pounds on each leg, man. I mean, this guy's leg was huge.
Yeah.
And I said, my brother said, so what do you want? I said, I'm here, brother. Let's fight. So I went out there and we started. And my brother kept on saying, watch out his legs, man. He's powerful with his leg. Watch out for his legs. It's the first time I've ever looked at anybody's legs. I looked down at his legs, and he hit me with an overhand right, and I went down. Boom! I looked at him. I just smiled. I said, okay, now I know what time it is.
Yeah.
I got up, and so then I said, nice shot, man. I said, do it again. In my mind, do it again. And then the bell rang, and my brother said, you okay? I said, brother, I know. Don't worry.
You got it.
I got him. I know where he's at. And this guy was strong, powerful. Okao, man, he just came, throwing bombs, kicking, this and that. But by then, I had a good opportunity fighting this Thai. I went and saw the film, how this Thai, and that's when I started making shin guards.
Shin guards, right.
Hey, and stuff like that, because when I was doing it with my brother, I said, man, my shins were killing me.
You went to the shoe store, right?
I went to a shoe shop and actually had some shin guards made for me with Velcro.
Right.
And then even with my gloves, I took and they put Velcro on my gloves. So that's where it all started from. Started doing Velcro shin guards and gloves. And even my wraps, I started, I started to putting Velcro on my wraps.
Right.
So that way I didn't have to tie or anything. Or you ever seen those metal clips that you put?
Yeah.
I used to scratch me. So I had them put Velcro on my hand wraps. I used to get them from Mexico City anyway. but anyway, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
After fighting Okao, coming back, then they kept taking me back to Japan. Why? Because they said sooner or later I'm going. So they started bringing outside fighters to come in, and so I was fighting for Japan. Then they came up with the comic books and the movies.
Like gunslinger mentality, right? Where they it's like, okay, let's bring up another one. We're going to take this guy down. But I remember reading about the comic books, and you were kind of a folk hero out there. That's really cool.
So how they justify me, because I was the first American to go into their celebration where all the young celebrate, and we were carrying a shrine, and this shrine there was a little kid giving commands, and so we would hold this, and it must have been, I don't know how many tons what this shrine was, but there was a lot of us on it, and you would only move 2 inches at a time like this. Hey, it was like a dance going around, and then they had guys that they would say, horse, and you would get out and the other one would train, but I didn't want to do it. I said, so they would say horse, and I would shake my head. I was determined to go all the way around. My shoulders were bleeding because I didn't want it, but everybody else was trading. I said, no, I'm going all the way. I don't care. And I made it all the way around. So after that, they called me the samurai, and so they made me a samurai suit, samurai sword.
Right.
And, from that point, they said I was, in my ancestry, I'm samurai. I have Japanese in my system.
Interesting.
And
You know, one of my my favorite fights of yours was against Howard Jackson. You know, and it looks like he was kind of dominating you for those first 2 rounds,
Yeah.
and then you got on the inside, and I watched the tape, and you did this hook that was just so short, but you caught him, and he was stunned, and then that's when you were able to finish the fight, and it's still one of my favorite fights. I met him also many years later, and he was
Beautiful
he
man.
was very nice to me.
beautiful man,
Yeah.
beautiful heart, beautiful soul, an
Yeah.
incredible warrior.
Yeah,
Incredible warrior.
yeah.
So he said, I want a rematch. I said, you got it. I said, you got it. Let's make some money. Let's go out there and do it again.
Yeah.
And so we were going to fight again, and then,
Just didn't happen.
yeah. So he got sick, and one thing led to another.
Yeah.
And so, but you know what? Anybody that challenged me, I said, if you challenge me, I'll come to your hometown, your country, wherever. I'll fight you under your rules. I'll fight you with your own judges. I don't care. I said,
Yeah.
if you challenge me, I'll come to you. You don't have to come to me. If you challenge me, but you have to be a worthy challenge. Because everybody would want to challenge me.
Right.
But I said, you have to be a worthy challenge.
Right.
If you're the best in your country, the best in your city, the best in, I said, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
And just play a physical game of chess.
Right.
To me, that's what I was doing. I wasn't, to them, they play checkers. They'll take one hit to give one hit. To me, I don't like taking in and give the 4, 5, and 6.
I hear you. I wanted to tell you also that one of my favorite movie of yours is actually Grosse Point Blank with John Cusack.
Yeah.
I saw that fight, and I'm like, that is one of the most realistic fights I had ever seen. It's still one of my favorites. I watched it again before I came here, and just a really great job on that. And he's your student.
Yes.
It's all him and you,
That's
and
right.
you guys are just doing this amazing fight.
First of all, he knows that he can hit me, and he knows that, and so I told him how real you want it, because he knows I have great control.
Yeah.
I said, how real you want it? He said, he looked at me, smiled, and I said, you just answered me. So when I was choreographing, I said, okay, we're gonna make this real. I said, I'm gonna take you to the streets. I said, I'm supposed to be a hitman. I'm gonna take you to the streets, Johnny. And he says, I'm with you. And we went at it. Let me tell you.
It doesn't look choreographed. That's the thing. It looks like wow, these guys are really fighting.
The reason why you choreograph it is because that way you can change cameras for the different angles. That's the only reason why you choreograph.
Right.
Otherwise, but we went at it, and they changed cameras, but they had 3 cameras on us. So they didn't have to change too much of anything. They had slow-mo, they had close-up, they had, they had 4 cameras going at one time because they knew we were going to go at it.
Yeah.
And then obviously they had to bring in where the close-ups, come in on it. But other than that, but we went at it, and because we told them, you better bring the cameras in because we're going to go at it.
Right.
And we went, and Johnny knew that to his face, I will stop 1 inch to his face. But I said, if it's slow-mo, I'm hitting you, I have to hit you, Johnny.
Yeah.
And he says, I know. I said, if we're doing slow-mo from, tee shot, from up and doing slow-mo, I got to make contact. Otherwise, they'll see it.
Yeah.
I said, but anywhere else? And he said, I'm good. And so he's an incredible boxer, incredible kickboxer, and excellent. He's very zen in martial arts. So Yukido-kan karate, Yukido-kan kickboxing, Yukido-kan boxing, he's been with me for 29 years, 30 years. So
He's still training.
yeah. Wow. He moved right now. He moved to Chicago, and he wanted me to go up there to Chicago, move to Chicago, and open up a gym there. I said, Johnny, I'm a valley boy. I was born and raised here, and I said, you can take the kid out of the valley, but you can't take the valley out of the kid. I said, you know what? I'll go over there, open up a gym, and I'll go over there, and maybe I'll go over there 6 weeks out of the year, but I'm not going to live there.
Okay.
Because one time I did a movie there, It was in the winter. I said, I'll never go back here again. It was so cold coming up that lake.
Yeah, coming off the lake. Yeah,
Oh.
so the wind chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question that I ask every one of my guests is, if you were to be having one last class and you wanted to impart one lesson to your students, you're gonna, whatever it might be, what would you teach them to be your legacy?
My legacy to them, that I would give them, that they would do something better than I did with it, would be how to receive their power. Hey, first of all, where do you go to get your power and how do you receive it is what I would gift them. Because again, you know, the mental edge is about the I am concept of what do you feel and what do you tell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So to know and to have a place to gather your power and how to trigger it and how to access it. Hey, okay, my power, I asked 700 black belts. Who here knows where your power comes from? 4 people raised their hand. Out of 700. And I said, how do you get your power? He says, I get it from God. I said, okay, how do you receive it? Do you have to go to church to get it? You say, God, give me power and you got it? He said, no, not like that. I said, well, like how? He said, well, I don't know how to answer that. I said, that's fair. To the other one, I said, how do you get, he wanted to be clever. How do you get chi power? I said, so how do you receive breath medicine? And he says, I can break bricks, I can break boards, I can, okay. I said, that's external power. How about internal power? And he said, nobody asked me that. I said, I'm asking. He said, I really can't answer you. So I asked the third one, I said, how about you? Where do you get your power? He says, yeah, like what, a little bit about what he said and a little bit about what he said. I said, no, what about you? Yeah, like, I said, thank you very much. Thank you. And the fourth one, I said, where do you get your power? And he started laughing. He said, after listening to them, he said, you know what? I'm a 6th degree. I've been in the art for 35 years. And after listening to them, I really don't know. Nobody taught me that. I never been asked that. And I said, so what were you going to say? He says, well, I was going to, after listening to them, I was going to say something like that. But he said, after I heard what they're saying, he says, it doesn't sound like you can get it like that. It was like a memorize something that you work on externally. But he said, internal power. I said, yeah, just like a woman. Her kid gets trapped underneath the car. She's picking that car up without thinking. Where did that power come from? How did she lift that car to get her baby from underneath that car? How did she do it? Where did that power come from? That's called the mental edge. So if I was going to leave that class a gift, I would leave them with that. How? Hey, where do you get your power from and how you receive it? Because that's the journey that we all ask for. That's the journey that we're all looking for. What's our purpose and reason why we exist? What are we doing here? What? To make money, have kids, and that's it? They have no idea their journey, if that's what they're thinking. I'm here to make a lot of money, get married, have some kids, and that's it. And I said, really? That's it? To me, that's very little. I said, you have no idea why you're here. You have no idea what your purpose and reason why you exist. That is what I would leave them.
Very powerful.
Good.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much, Sensei.
My pleasure.
It's I have no words. This was an amazing session. I can't thank you enough. Once again, the legendary one and only Sensei Benny Urquidez. This is William Christopher Ford with 52 Masters, and we'll see you next time.